Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Flux campaign. I will be your DM for this evening, Eric. I will not be taking us into my normal world. We're actually just going to do a bit of a kind of time in Flux. We're missing the girls tonight, so it's just the guys, the DMs. So we're going to just kind of do a little role play in Flux and have some fun and kind of push the story a little bit forward tonight. So yeah, let's go ahead and kick it off with I guess attendance, whatever you want to call it. What do we call it? Roll call. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So go ahead.
Oh crap! I'm first.
It's all you, Tony.
I'm Tony. I play Puck. Changeling warlock that wasn't paying attention.
And this is Charlie. I play Bardus, the Goliath Barbarian Cuddler.
This is Steve. I play Theos, the half-elf rogue.
This is Dom, who plays the full elf cleric Anoran.
And then yes, I am Eric playing Lokar, the paladin / warlock. So yeah, what I want to do first is kind of, since Anoran wasn't here a part of our last session, I basically phrased it as that Anoran and Lokar had a week to be in Flux without anybody else there. So I assume that, I guess the way I set the mood is, we had just gotten back from, we had just gotten back from Anoran's world, so the jail. And as everybody was walking to the tavern, suddenly Lokar turns around and everybody's gone. Who then proceeds to check with Anoran to see if he's there. And then I assume that they spend some time together for a few days. And in which time, because do you have a patron, Anoran?
Sol Invicta.
Sol Invicta. Okay. But kind of seeing your faith and your abilities, Lokar would have gone and tried to seek out some more. He wants power at this point to be able to go back and save his planet or his homeworld. So during this week, he probably worked with our enchanter. I forgot his name. Is it Tim? Did we take the name Tim?
If we didn't, we should.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sure there's notes somewhere that nobody pays attention to.
The Enchanter?
Yeah.
What?
I'm going to yeah.
Tim the Enchanter, yes. We didn't get that idea from anywhere.
We didn't get it from anywhere. Nope. Didn't steal that anywhere.
Completely
Totally
original. Did not steal.
Random.
Yeah, totally original. I think it was stolen by us by somebody in the 70s, or stolen from us by somebody in the 70s.
Well, it's surprising. I wasn't even born in that time, so that's pretty impressive.
Actually, I don't know when Monty Python was. So,
Hey, what do you mean? Who's Monty Python? We didn't steal anything from them.
we didn't
Keep
know
moving. Move along. You're nothing to see here.
I'm pretty sure
What,
this
the
episode's going to get hit with a copyright slam or something.
I doubt that. So he would have also kind of talked to Tim the Enchanter, who's also a turtle, and probably looked more into like where he could pull power from, and got in contact with somehow through a vision. I don't know if I want to play that through right now, but to work with the Celestial, and so upon learning that he now has more power, he probably would have went to Anoran and shown him so one of the spells that Lokar has now is actually called Light, and he can just touch something and make it light up as a cantrip. So he would have gone around town just making everything light and helping Anoran kind of cure his darkness.
Fear of darkness.
Whatever. You can't fear the darkness if everything is light.
Well, you have to face the darkness to cure it, but I think Anoran would appreciate, the gesture, because
Okay. And then at some point probably start to work through the feelings of hatred towards this little baby and work with Anoran.
Genocidal hatred.
But at least
It's
to put aside his differences to the baby, the orc baby that now lives in town. And then through all of that, probably start to bond with him and the rest of the team and become more of a happier individual, thinking that he now has a tool in his repertoire to be able to ultimately hopefully start pushing away some of this darkness and actually doing some good in a lot of these worlds where I feel like we've been pretty well defeated most times. Does that sound fair to you, Dom?
Yeah, that sounds fair. That sounds fair. I mean, I figured that, through the, loss, through that one point where he was like without power of the holy light, he would have been like traumatized. I think this, bonding with Bebe would be and helping Lokar through his shit would be able to help him through his.
Sure. So it's kind of like we pull ourselves out of our mental darkness together and kind of find a bond in that.
Group therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And then we bond, through this child and the happiness that is this child and all that. So, yeah, okay. And then we spend like a week with kind of in the town. Also one of the things that Lokar does is actually work with the blacksmith then to finish library bar or library tavern that we've been talking about doing for several episodes. So I'm going to call that done.
Like,
Okay.
One hell of a contractor.
I mean, that's also assuming that it wasn't already being worked on. I know we've had a couple weeks here and there, I think, since we talked about doing Library Tavern. So I think at one point we had covered that the groundwork was laid in for it. But yeah. So, so we'll fast forward to the moment that everybody else returns. And so Snowflake's healed. Silva basically comes back and runs off with Snowflake. I'm just going to say that Flick or Axel, whoever Isabel was this time,
Is the conflict Axel?
just got like
Flixel.
angry and ran off. Flick Axel, Bick, whatever. Okay.
Something happened.
So then we can just pick up at the scene. Everybody else can see Anoran and Lokar like in the town. Like a lot of the other NPCs are kind of just gathered around, just enjoying, this into Flux.
Kizaflaxel.
Flaxel.
Kizaflaxel. You need the Kyle, Isabel, Axel, Flick. Kizaflaxel.
All right, you send that to Sarah and see what she thinks of that.
Kizaflaxel?
I
like it.
It sounds like the next coronavirus. Or the cure for it. Do you have Kizaflaxel?
Sometimes it sounds like some sort of drug that shouldn't be advertised on American television, but
That's true. We'll just appear at that moment, and I think didn't Puck like run over and start freaking out about Lokar playing with the child?
Freaking out about you playing with child, but also smiling. I have not seen that.
All right.
It was creepy enough for me. So you're happy now.
Well, I mean,
okay.
Over this last week, Anoran and I certainly have come to terms with our dark places, and we think that we have a little bit of faith in what we can do around here now, and hopefully I've gained a little bit more power. I mean, just look, all this light around you. I've learned the powers of more radiance, and hopefully that will help us extinguish more of this darkness.
It looks like a holiday, actually. Anyway, I'm happy for you, and I'm gonna just stand up, and I don't want to ruin it.
You're just gonna stand up?
Yeah, like good job.
He's sending good vibes our way.
Yeah, I think we just freaked him out.
Only
just just him, just Lokar.
Well, I'm glad to see you smiling as well, Puck. I'm trying my best to not be seen as a martyr around here anymore.
All right. So,
did anybody hear that of me or no?
What?
No, we didn't hear you say anything.
Okay, so yeah, it's Discord still messing up.
Oh.
So what'd you say?
No, I was just it was just a couple of comments about how Lokar found some peace. Yeah, I'm just like I'm still having problems with Discord.
I'm gonna go, and if you don't see me, it's because I am either teleported away again, or I am very much asleep. And then I start walking towards the castle like area, wherever my room is.
Yeah, you guys, you all look mighty tired.
Where did you go?
Back
The
in
darkness.
time.
A dark realm?
No, remember the darkness touched you last time?
I
Wait,
recall.
this is why I shouldn't talk. I am going.
What happened with the darkness? Yeah, I missed that part.
I had a negative experience and my powers were taken from me. I did not take it well.
Well, yeah, return to the Raven Queen. I think she calls herself. Whatever. Lizai, blah, 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 something about time travel. My head hurts like a lot over everything that just happened. It was crazy. And yeah, I'm with Puck. Lokar, it's good to see you smile. It's kind of creepy, but we'll drink about it later. And Bartis holds out his hand to give you a nice warrior shake.
Sure.
I didn't even know
I return
turtles
it.
could smile.
Yeah, I'm having trouble like imagining it.
You see like
It's subtle.
see like
You mean
the edge
on
of
an emotional and physical level.
so like see on the edge of the lips, like right there with the like where the beak is, like the little curl, like they're almost like dimples, but they look more like wrinkles. That's a smile.
Is that a smile or is that indigestion?
Could be both.
Now, I mean, you could have like sanic, like human teeth, and we can totally tell, right? No.
Oh,
No.
that's
I don't
terrifying.
think, I
That's
don't think turtles have teeth.
That's terrifying.
All right. Bartos shakes your hand and then
All right.
is going to retreat. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, we can all meet in the library tavern in the morning.
He
It's time for
waves
sleep.
and he turns his back, starts walking, and just like waves that lazy ass. Yeah, okay, I heard you. Wave.
Whatever. Yeah, I turned to Anoran and just like, yeah, they look really tired. I know they've been gone for a week, but wow.
They look like they've gone through some stuff.
I don't know if Theos is still standing there, if he left.
Yeah, I'm still standing there.
Okay.
Theos, what'd you go through?
Troubling times, my friend. Troubling times.
Well, if you wish to rest, and we can speak of it in the morning. Looks like you're all on your last legs.
Yes, well, jumping world to world with little break between does tend to wear one out.
Oh, we've had quite a bit of a break, but I understand you guys were pulled rather suddenly.
Yes.
All right. Well, yes, we can speak in the morning. Go get rested, and we'll have breakfast ready.
All right. Have a fair evening, and
You as
Theus will
well.
go to the castle.
Okay. So do we just want to fast forward then to the next morning, or?
Unless you wanna
Everybody
talk
choose
about
your
our sleeping
Everybody choose your
habits.
video game wake up music of your choice. That's what you wake up to.
Final Fantasy battle winning, right? Did we level?
I thought we were level 6.
We're level 6.
I think Charlie's trying to get a 7.
I think he is.
Not yet.
About as subtle as naming our enchanter Tim.
Sort of like a freight train, so kind of.
Were you able to restock the castle with toilet paper?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, come on.
Hey, this isn't coming out for like 3 weeks. That may be a thing of the past by then.
I hope so.
Stupid people will be stupid.
That's fair. Yeah, we're recording this right now on March 13th, where we're in the middle of the COVID crisis.
Oh, hey, it's Friday the 13th. It's an all
It
DM
is.
session.
Yeah, I'm currently sitting on my throne of toilet paper. Bitches.
Do we need to kill off a character tonight?
Oh, we might.
Well, that sounds fun. I mean, I'm very interested how we were going to have a roleplay session and somebody dies, but this should be good.
That's what I was actually just thinking too.
And you guys roleplayed and somebody had a heart attack. Goodbye.
Yeah.
What?
And we drive someone to suicide. Yes, that's the way to do it.
That has
Roll fortitude. Roll fortitude.
that has happened though, more or less.
Yes, to people in this room.
I know.
All right. Anyways, back on point.
All right.
Back
So
on point.
fast forward to Library Tavern next morning. Oh, I did. Okay. Maybe we can cover it at some point. I forgot about the box of stuff that was left.
Oh yeah, the little mystery boxes.
What?
So we will say.
I think I just left mine on the ground and went to sleep.
No, it was like a crate, I would say. But we'll say that it's like you guys find it the next morning in Library Tavern.
They follow.
So
What's in the box?
what's in the box? How many references can we make tonight?
That's the only reference we're going to do, and we're going to beat it into the ground like a dead horse.
Well, I'm okay. Whatever. We made the Tim reference. We made COVID references.
Is it a mimic?
It's my stuff in a box.
Guys. Is it a mimic?
Quick, tell it a joke. If it laughs,
right.
kill it.
Okay, are we just saying everybody's in the Library Tavern? That's fine.
We're deciding whether or not this box is a
Swagger
mimic.
on
That's
it.
very important.
Up and at the backs, and curiosity is
Answer
intriguing.
the question. I'm going to poke it with my sword.
The box?
Yes.
All right, roll an attack.
Un
Is it
moment.
one box or is it a whole bunch of boxes?
It's like a crate. Like
I don't
I
have
would
crate
say
sleeve.
probably like
wait,
a
does
3
edition
foot by
have
3
crate
foot
sleeve?
by 3 foot cube crate.
Okay. I have a crowbar. What are you poking
He
it
wants
with?
to poke it with a stick or his knife.
16 to poke.
Okay, you successfully poke it. How much damage are you doing?
Wow. Oh man. Oh my goodness. That's 8.
Okay, you managed to like crack a part of the wood that is holding it together. But it doesn't attack you or anything.
I'm good. Okay. All right.
It's okay, guys. It's not a
Wait.
mimic.
Okay.
Yes,
what's
because
the
we were so
mimic?
worried about that.
Huh.
I'm gonna put my crowbar in there. And do you want to get your sword out? Was it a sword that you were doing that with?
Yeah, I have a sword. I will pull out the sword, or I will pull back the sword and resheath it.
What if you cut something that was in there? What if there was another baby orc in there?
Why would you leave
Wait.
a baby orc in a box? Wouldn't it be crying?
I don't know.
There's air holes.
Wow.
Because I just made one.
And what if
Well,
there was a baby in there? Then you would have killed the baby.
Oh my god! What if this is one of those things where we don't know if it's dead until we open it?
Oh my
Schrodinger's
God,
baby orc.
Schrodinger's
baby.
orc box?
Schrodinger's orc baby.
Well, I was going to comment about how this library seems like the most inappropriate place for a bar, but now I'm guessing the elf is expecting the box to attack.
You'll be thanking me once I actually find a mimic.
Mm.
All right, so I'm gonna open up the box the rest of the way with the crowbar.
Okay. What you see is on top is a horn. There is a what looks to be a cloak. There is a little like satchel, and there are 3 healing potions, and it looks to be some like some food supplies, like some hardtack, some cheeses, stuff like that.
Hey,
Delicious.
there's stuff in here, and it's not a baby, and it's also not dead.
Well, it's technically dead.
It's never. Well,
it was never
actually,
alive.
well, technically, the food were
The
They were-
the fruit.
the fruit.
Fruity fruit, birdie bird, birdie bird,
Who wants a fruit? Okay.
The Swedish
Everyone-
chef is in there.
The
All
bird.
right.
Everyone, welcome to Reference Night.
Be careful about this. I will go and try and do Swedish
Swedish chef.
chef for the rest of this episode.
Why are we being careful about this?
bork, bork, bork.
This is also the person that almost got stuck in a Minnesota
Who
accent.
wants a fruit?
I was in
I am
Minnesota
now
the other
the
week.
Swedish chef. All right, we have a shoe, a horn, and some peppers. Here's
All
that.
right, we're gonna get sued by Muppets.
Too bad.
If Disney, we're just gonna get sued by Disney.
I would show up to court for that because there's, I mean, like seriously, like can you imagine like Kermit like presenting like the prosecution, you know, the complaints or plaintiff. That's it.
Wait. We quickly drifted from roleplay night to reference night.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, everyone.
We are role playing. We're just role playing different characters.
And not
Poorly.
overwhelmed.
By the way, Puck has shifted into a Swedish chef. His-
God.
Anyway, who would you
Oh,
cook?
he's
You
a-
cook?
Oh,
Horn?
fork? Fork? Orc!
Fork.
Orc!
No, horn. Horn. You're a horn,
York?
a shadow, and a cook.
All right, Norin's gonna pick up the cloak.
Okay.
Ooh, friendly move.
When you said horn, what kind of what horn are we talking about? Like a animal horn?
It looks like it is a horn that like would be used for like sounding an alarm.
Oh, so like a instrument, decorative, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's got like some sort of like a leather wrap around it. Like it's got like what looks to be a grip. It's got like a little nub on the end of it that looks like you could blow into it, kind of thing. Like like if you were to look at it, you go, "That's a horn I can play."
I will grab the horn I can play.
Okay.
What else is dropped from the crate?
So the crate had the horn, the cloak. There's a little satchel bag, and then 3 healing potions are probably the most interesting things in there.
I will check the satchel bag.
Okay.
Hey, Barnes, I dare you to play the horn in the library.
I wonder how this thing works. I give it a blow.
Okay.
Man.
So you suddenly feel a bit of an urge to direct the horn at somebody. Who do you pick?
Puck, because he's telling me I
Damn it.
should do this.
So when you blow into it, Puck, you hear like a horn going off like in your head.
Okay. Well,
But
I also see a
nobody-
horn being blown in my face, so
Nobody else hears it.
Does that include me or myself?
anyway, you see Punk.
No, you don't hear it.
Oh, Punk.
The only person that can hear it is Puck.
Yeah, I'm wincing and like one eye really wide and like, oh god.
I blow
And
hard.
we're all just watching Puck go.
I guess Norin goes over to Puck and is like, "Are you all right? What happened?"
I blow harder.
What?
I don't think this thing works, guys.
What? Oh god.
Puck,
So
is
is that the
everything
What
third
are you
alright?
time you
saying?
So is that the third time Bardus is blown into it?
No, second.
Oh, okay.
What?
I start examining this thing for clogs, but it sounded like air went through it,
Yeah.
or felt like, I should say.
Thank you for stopping that.
Looks clean.
I stopped.
right, is that the third
I was
time?
gonna jump behind
Yes, that is.
Anoran and let Anoran take the hit.
No, this is way too much fun. Okay.
Can I reflex that?
So what? What are you gonna reflex? Are you gonna try to
I'm
knock it out of his hand?
reflexing to avoid getting the horn blown in my direction. I was gonna see if I could put a Norn between us.
Isn't it like sound?
Yeah.
Okay. You can try to reflex away from it, sure.
Rolled
if
an
it's sound,
18.
I don't hear
Okay.
anything.
You move out of well out of the way, and you still hear it.
God damn it.
Do we all hear it, or does only he hear it?
Only he hears it. Nobody else. All you see is him freaking out as if a horn is being blown very loudly.
I realize that
But
I'm acting
nobody-
like a
Very
dog
specific,
with
like,
one of those
face.
silent whistles right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
The problem is I can't hear it, so I think it's broken. This is what
I'm just looking at,
this is what 8 intelligence and 10 wisdom gets you.
There you go.
I'm just looking at Puck like,
He's just gonna.
what the hell's going on with him?
I think this
It's
thing's broken.
loud.
I toss it back into the crate. This thing's broken.
You've only blown it 3 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck.
Is anybody else taking it or just leaving it there?
Well, Norin is currently like concerned with Puck because Puck just had a freak out of nowhere and he doesn't know what's going on.
And
Didn't you
Barnes
do
throws
that?
it in with disdain too, because obviously it doesn't work.
Okay, so Theos, you grab the little satchel.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of look inside and you see that it looks to be a powder inside of there.
I pinch a
have to-
bit between my fingers, rub it a bit, and then just like dash it in the air to see what happens.
Nothing happens. It just falls to the ground.
It's odorless, tasteless, and one of those poisonous things, man.
Well, I'm not tasting it.
Like, Puck, is there anything I can do? Do you need healing?
Oh God, no, not from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
No. I'm fine. He's not blowing that horn anymore.
No one was
No.
blowing the horn. The horn didn't work.
So as you guys
It
are kind of
worked.
standing here looking at all the items and everything, I'm gonna just for getting all this stuff taken care of at some point because I don't think anything else is really gonna figure out. But so we're gonna say Tim the Enchanter walks in and kind of goes, "Ooh, you got some goodies over here," and he kind of looks at the in the box, and he goes, "Well, this is interesting," and he pulls the horn out.
No.
He's not blowing into it. He's just like examining it. So you see him kind of wave his hand over it and kind of look at it, and he goes,
That thing doesn't work.
"No, actually, it does. Why? What did you do with it?"
Blew into it. It's a horn.
Well, who did you direct it towards?
I
Yeah. Who did you direct it towards?
mean,
I'm
I
gonna assume
guess-
Puck.
Puck. I mean, I didn't really
Okay.
aim at anybody. Puck told me to blow into it. I should try it, and then it didn't work.
This here horn is actually magically imbued. It's only meant to be heard by one person. So it is called the Horn of Silent Alarm, and whoever blows into it can direct it at somebody up to 600 feet away, and they will hear the horn, but nobody else will.
What an oddly specific metric.
And it looks to be you can blow into it 4 times a day, and it looks to be already used 3 times.
Oh.
So it's an interesting little piece if anybody wants it.
So that's what you heard, Puck? You heard the incessant blowing of the horn?
Yes, that's what I heard. I am not crazy.
Well,
I am
verdict
not.
out.
I am not Kizaflixel.
Was it?
I guess it works after all. Huh.
So kind of neat if you want to use it. It's a great way to communicate with people where nobody else can hear you. And you don't even need to be able to see somebody. You just need to be able to think of them, and they need to be within a certain range of you. So
Good, Tim. Then could you tell me the characteristics of this cloak?
Certainly. And he kind of takes it and he looks at it. And what you see is when
Certainly.
he's holding it, all of a sudden it changes its style. Like it's just kind of a black cloak at first, and he kind of changes it. So not only does it look different, but he even changes the color a couple times.
Whoa.
That's super
So
pretty.
this is a cloak of many fashions. Looks to be that you can change it to any style you wish, so you can disguise what it looks like. The only thing you cannot do is change how much it weighs.
So if I choose, will it affect the rest of my clothing or just the cloak?
Nope, it's just the cloak, but you can make it as big or as little as you want to cover up things or however.
I'm gonna make it into like one of those half cloaks where it only covers like one shoulder,
Okay.
so I can look swank.
You could make it into like one of those like Olay ones.
Sir,
Right?
sir, I know about my swankiness. I'm gonna go swank my way.
Bartis
you
grabs
have-
the horn.
Is Theos having him look at the dust?
Sure.
So he kind of takes it and looks at it and goes, "Oh, interesting."
That's cocaine.
Tony, you have been waiting on that one, haven't you?
Yeah, he was holding on to that.
So this is a bag of oregano. I can't arrest you for that.
Wow,
No, it's
that
actually
was
baking powder.
so bad references. So he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, this is yep, that's definitely the dust of dryness."
I'm freaking out, man.
The heck does
So-
that do?
Well, you can sprinkle this over 15 feet of water. So it's a 15-foot cube of water. And it will collapse it into a marble-sized pellet.
How do you get a cube of water unless it's ice?
No, it'll take up it'll fill the volume of 15 feet of water.
You have the calculations to back that up.
No, this is just how magic works. And it turns it into about a marble-sized pellet, which is near where you sprinkle the dust. And then you can basically smash the pellet and cause it to release all the water that was absorbed.
Ooh, instant flood.
And this is actually kind of cool. An elemental composed mostly of water that is exposed to a pinch of the dust must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, taking 10 D6 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Oh my goodness.
So grab some of that dust and throw it on a water elemental.
I guess.
Or sneak it into someone's food if you don't like them.
There you go.
Oh dear God.
I'm a bad person.
A little
and then,
bit.
then there's the 3 healing potions, and those
You know
are,
they put that you should not eat those little packets that come in the little bottles of.
Oh, those silica packets.
Yeah.
but
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
and then the three healing potions are 2d4 plus 2.
Hey, Tim.
I'm totally taking one of those.
Yes.
At least one.
What
Two.
what
if
do
you guys
these
are gonna
do?
be nice.
What do?
I show him the rapier I got and the bat amulet.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh, Theos can cover that one.
This is now Theos stepping in for Tim the Enchanter, since these are from my DM session. Very interesting. This rapier, yes. This is a rapier of warning. It will shine and and the hilt will vibrate when you are threatened.
All right.
I feel like we have a lot of anxious magic items.
We're a very anxious group. And the amulet seems to be a magical trigger for another enchanted device, but I can't tell what exactly.
All right.
Hey Tim, how about these shimmering color changing robes?
Wait, where were those
Shining, shimmering, splendor.
From-
Oh gosh.
The end.
Yes. Yes, the Technicolor coat. I believe this is worn by a man named Joseph.
Oh, now we're getting political, huh?
Or dramatic. I mean, there was Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat on Broadway.
Yes,
At least it's not the wonderful, amazing ice cream suit.
Much like the
They
cloak
have
of
one of
your,
those?
much like the cloak of Anoran, there, this will be able to change color and subtle style differences at will. However, like the cloak, you can't change the actual weight of the item itself.
Oh, did we give the same item?
Yeah, I gave mine during
Oh.
the assassin thing.
Yeah, I didn't know
actually-
you'd given that away. That's fine.
Oh,
Whatever.
It's fine because Bardis never got it appraised until now.
I know. I was looking at my other possessions. I'm like, oh, this is hey, look.
A cloak. Ah.
Nice.
Oh, and I can't remember. Is this armor from the vampire neck? This magic or no? Leather armor.
He inspects it, looking at all the snaps and ties along the edges, and goes, "Well, it's not magical, but it is a quick equip studded leather armor. Usually, you have to take a considerable amount of time to get into armor, but this one you can probably get into it in maybe a minute." It's fairly quick, maybe even less so if you're proficient with using it.
All right. Anyone else have any other stuff? No.
If not, then I turn the reins back to Eric.
I got magical mistletoe. I think we found out what that is.
What?
You
That's
do. He
that
does.
sounds like something very. That sounds like something very inappropriate.
I think it was already explained to me what it does. I just
Magical mistletoe?
If you hang it over someone's head, you cast charm on them.
I thought he said magic mistletoe.
It
it is.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
not magical mistletoe.
Like a missile that is also a toe.
Good
Like
Lord.
magic missile toe. Like
Is that like
it's a toe that
misdirection?
casts magic missile.
That would be an interesting.
Eric, are you
item.
drunk?
You
Eric,
you
if you're
hang
drunk,
like
go
a
home.
toe around your neck, like an amulet, and gives you magic missile.
I kind
There
of
you
want to make a class like a sorcerer where you can cast whatever spell, or a wizard you can cast whatever, but you can change one letter, and that's it. For
There's
every
an
spell that
item
you do, you
does
change
that.
one letter.
There's an item that does that.
There is?
Yeah, wasn't it in the Dungeons and Daddies podcast?
Yeah, it was made up though.
Well, okay, but I'm saying people have made items that do that. You want a whole class centered around that?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I knew this library bar was going to be a bad idea. We're all drunk.
Apparently.
It's called day drinking. It's acceptable. We just went through some crap, okay?
Oh, so your god allows it?
You guys went through some crap. What'd you guys? Yeah, what are you guys? You guys? It sounds like you guys
Fatherhood.
had a happy-go-lucky week.
I mean, we were confused as to if you were all dead, but sure.
Oh, we made it.
Yep,
Again.
he's back.
So, how long were you guys in there? I mean, you were gone a week for us.
The day,
I don't know,
Less than a day,
something
less than a
time
day.
travel.
Like maybe like
Yeah,
half
it's like-
a day?
half a day.
Huh.
It's strange. It was far
Very
longer
curious.
for us. Perhaps
I
these
think like
Worlds
3
and
or
dimensions.
4 hours. That's it.
perhaps these dimensions flow differently as well.
Well, but you said that this took you back in time, so it seems weird that you're taken back to a different time and you come back at a much later amount of time. Like, it shouldn't matter. If it's time travel, it should just be here and back. Like, why can't you just be dropped off at the exact moment you left?
Do we have a Hawkins who
I think
happens
we
to be a
should-
physicist?
I think the closest we can get is by asking Narak that, because I don't understand his magic. I don't understand any magic. By the way, anyone know magic?
Puck, you literally cast spells.
I mean,
I
know
exude
magic.
magic, but I don't know magic.
I'm not studied in the arcane arts.
My magic comes from my faith in my God. So, as far as as far as arcane magic that is bent to one's will, I am unfamiliar.
Yeah, none of us are wizardly types.
Magic. No.
The Bardus is like, no.
I commune with animals and environments and nature, and no.
Bardus is like,
commune with-
magic, not even once.
Bardus, I think I've seen you commune with your tankard of ale more than I've seen you commune with nature.
It's all natural. It's organic. By the way, I take 2 healing potions because nobody's paying attention.
Well, that's
Fair
fine.
enough. I got healing my own, so
Yeah, so did Katham.
Ooh.
Damn.
I wanted to say it.
Yes. Oof.
Ouch.
Oof.
Still one of the hardest characters to lose.
Died
Um,
doing what he did best. Diplomacy.
Diplomacy with bugs. The only good bug is a dead bug.
I guess so.
Good reference.
'Cause
All right. So yeah. So I think. Oh, there was something else thinking of that. I don't know what it was.
Anyone want some food?
I'm ordering some bar. Ordering
I'm gonna
a drink
get
at
some of the
bar,
food in
'cause
there.
we got something there. Oh wait, is there a
Oh.
bartender at this bar, or is it just created but not stocked with anything yet?
No, I would say that. Who's the bartender? Somebody's probably over there. I have a feeling that because we made the bar ourselves, that it's. We decided to kind of just move all of the bar necessities over there. So Jamie's probably over there.
Necessity.
Ugh.
the simple bar necessities. Well, forget
Guys,
about your
guys, too many
pretzels
references.
and
We're
your
gonna get sued.
cheese. It had to be done, sir.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Isn't like the fastest way to get something like muted or taken down is by using Disney music?
Probably.
That's Disney.
I'm pretty sure that was under parody.
Yes. Jungle Book: Bare Necessities is a Disney movie.
The mouse don't deal with parody. The mouse fucking kills people.
It's true. They do. They do.
Um,
Anyway, I guess we order breakfast or
bagels and cream cheese all around.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Opa.
What? It's not Greek.
It is if it's Yoplait yogurt.
We have Yoplait yogurt.
What? I said bagels and cream cheese. Where did yogurt come out of that?
Yogurt.
Ooh, I want a
Spaghetti.
parfait. Can we have a parfait?
Spaghetti.
Can we have
Sure.
parfaits? Are there
But I
parfaits?
always feel like in games, it's whatever people want to eat. It's fantasy. It's fine.
I feel
So
like
what
this
you're
is the
telling me,
episode that's gonna
parfaits
get
are on the
sued.
table.
Parfaits are on the table.
Ooh, I want a
Fantastic.
Belgian waffle with ice cream on top.
I mean, they don't have cows. They can't get.
I thought it was fantasy.
It is. I'm just.
You literally set the rules and then you're trying to stop the rules. I mean, what are you trying to do?
Yeah,
here,
you're
man?
right. Never mind. You can have your parfaits,
Excellent.
but it's made of beer, and whatever they skimmed off the beer is basically turned into yogurt. So it's kind of like Vegemite. Is it Vegemite?
Oh. Isn't that the yeast byproduct?
Yeah, and so like it's a parfait, and it's like oats, it's Vegemite.
I've never
It's some
actually
beer.
had Vegemite.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we can find it somewhere. If I've never had it either, so. But I've heard it's not good. So everybody has breakfast and morning beers. Was there something else that we wanted to play through?
Okay, what's the gender? What I should say, what is the biological sex of the baby? Because I feel like we should have named it by now.
Oh, female.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, I assumed it was male, but
That's
Okay.
too like Disney. We don't want to get sued.
you made it.
It is currently unnamed female baby orc.
Well, I kind of want to, maybe give it. How
Well,
about
Norrin's had a week with the baby, so
Instead of Yoda, it's YOLO.
But what? But
Yola?
Yola.
What if Lokar named the baby orc?
My God,
I kind of like Yola.
we'll go with Yola.
Well, until further notice, this baby is now Yola.
You only live occasionally. No, wait, you only live.
All the time.
Anyways,
Yeah, you only live anyways. And then we can sing the Weird Al song about Yola.
Yola.
Okay, I didn't mean
Yo.
to do it now.
Wait, you said let me. Okay.
We've already had way too many references in this episode.
Well, this is basically us just role playing without any set goals. So we're just going to be
That's
like
true.
crazy.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess we can do a little bit of a so while everybody's kind of drinking and eating and everything, Narak comes in kind of to debrief, I guess would probably be a word, not one she would use.
We're debriefing and decompressing.
There you go. And she kind of walks in or scampers in because what is she now? Not an otter. Badger. So the badger comes in, kind of jumps up on the table and just, I wanted to get with at least the majority of you and share that I think I figured out that the reason that you were kept for so long is that the Raven Queen was not happy with your actions as a part of your dealings in what you were trying to fix.
What was she unhappy with? We were so close.
It's hard to tell, but I don't think that I don't know. I'm not really in communication with her, but I would just be more careful in the future with how
Did she
you
not
handle
approve?
things.
Did she not approve of the way we handled the undead?
No, this was specifically to what they did while they were there for the week. This time, I believe, because I was having trouble pulling them out, and I kept getting visions of punishment as I tried to pull them out.
Whose punishment?
I think the Raven Queen was punishing them for things they did. But I'm not
Who's
aware
they?
of what actually happened in there.
Was it?
I
So
think it
who
was.
is getting punished?
I think they were punished, and that's why they did not come back for a week.
You mean
us.
Bardis, Theus, Puck?
Yes, the ones that were traveled with into the Raven Queen's world, they were the ones that were punished. Or at least maybe as a collective group we are punished due to their missing. I'm not quite sure. But
Look,
we also seem to be rewarded with this crate, so I'm not sure what she's thinking.
Yeah, we didn't check who this crate was from, did we?
I think it was
had
sent
free stuff.
I think it was sent by the Raven Queen. It appeared here sometime last night and mysteriously appeared.
So she has the ability to go between worlds or send items between worlds also?
Well, she is a goddess. So with that, she has power even I do not understand.
Why doesn't she fix this stuff?
Yeah, even as a goddess of maybe her own world, I'm not familiar with any of this divine. I don't even think that's the right word to use. Beings, but I think that's more his spiel, pointing to Anoran.
Many gods have many different ways and many different paths to get what they want, but what is it that the Raven Queen wants? She wants us to save Flux, correct?
Well, the Raven Queen wants things of the past to be mended, as far as I can tell, and I believe that was voiced at some point from what I've heard when you guys have been talking about it. And as far as I know, there is the wizard that is from that world, and it seems like she is trying to save many lives in one shot. But it seems that this is something she's tied directly to now.
So she wants us to fix the past. Is it to prevent this from Flux from happening, or is it to, or is it, or is that unpreventable, or is that something that has to happen?
Well, based on what I understand, from what I've been told by the others that have returned as well, it seemed to be that if the past can be fixed, it will at least put a big dent in this darkness that has formed in the universe. It seems like this was one of the key places that it was formed and spawned from, in that time period, and is partially responsible for what we're dealing with today.
I don't know how I like being judged by a god that does not even exist on my world.
That's fair, but you made a pact with her, and I don't know. I don't know what happened in there to be able to tell you whether or not what you did was something she liked or didn't like.
Things, just remember, we're grouped like 300 something too.
I thought we were in the thousands.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
think she had said she killed thousands, but there was like 5 or 6 groups of adventurers that she'd brought to the world or something.
Thank you for reminding us, Nirek.
I was never mind.
Well, it's actually 1,000 or two, but I only brought 5.
I'm trying to remember what I had said back then, even so.
My faith and heart are with Sol Invicta, but I will try to hold to my pact with this raven goddess.
I think you had said before that one of his attempts was literally bringing an army to Flux.
Yeah, and then I think that army had died, and it was like one of the first attempts was to bring the army and then send the army somewhere, and then they like got wiped out by something.
Not enough toilet paper.
So, does the raven goddess even know what must be done to save it, or is she just trying many different approaches?
No, she had spelled out what needed to be done, and I believe that anything related to those tasks is good in her eyes. So I'm not sure, but I know that some of the tasks, from what other people have told me, were they stopping the prophet, destroying his whatever he's using uh, to ritual into the darkness, as well as save a little girl's life.
And we were close until we were pulled out.
Yeah, actually, she stopped us before we were in the process of doing it, and she stopped us.
Well,
we were in the process of probably breaking something very magical because the prophet was very upset with us.
Maybe in some way that you were doing it, maybe she was afraid for your lives. I can't tell, but I mean, it sounds like at least you spent some time there. Did you gather some information that will be handy in the future?
So here's the plan. We jump in the portal, land in there, go to the tower, steal from the prophet, wait till the prophet leaves, go into the tower, trick the tower, the prophet's servants, go to the 3rd floor, destroy the crystal, fight the prophet, kill the prophet, and then we profit.
I was going to say, step 1,
profit,
go
profit.
there. Step 3, profit.
Underpants.
I feel like there's a step there that's all question marks, and it concerns me.
It only concerns you because you weren't there.
I mean, it sounds like you gathered a lot of information, which is good, and hopefully you can utilize that in the future.
Hopefully.
Yes, maybe that alchemist guy, maybe he can make a bomb, because that might work, or that might just get her pissed off at us some more. But we'll find out. Do you think that'd be a good idea instead of trying to use a hammer or What'd you do with the? How'd you break that crystal, artist?
What you're talking? You can't tell. I mean,
You were the one breaking the crystal. How did you do it again? Because it was close, but not enough.
Oh, my ring. And I hold out my, I don't know, my right hand, and there's a ring with a ram's head on either side. This thing. We found it pretty early on in our adventures.
Sorry, Puck just flinched a bit because I just realized that you just aimed your hand at his head to show him your ring, and last time you did that with a magical item, and that
He's
thing
a
just
little
broke a
paranoid, yeah.
crystal. Okay, and he takes your hand, like tries
Whoa,
lowering
whoa,
your hand.
whoa, what?
Watch where you're aiming that thing. Watch where you're aiming that thing.
Oh, I didn't ball up my fist and like start trying to focus power in it. I was just showing. Calm
I
down.
didn't do anything like this. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, just memories going. That's all. Still fresh.
He's a little reactive right now.
Okay.
I put my hand down non-threateningly.
Thank you. So, do you guys think that maybe Filbert can help us make a bomb, and then we could just blow up the tower?
It's not a bad idea.
No, it's very direct,
And then,
but
well, yeah, and then we can also maybe we can ask the queen to just when she brings us there, just teleport us near there, and we'll just blow the thing up.
okay, port us as close as possible. We'll throw the bomb, and then we'll get out quick. 20 minutes. 20 minutes at most. We'll be done.
That would have to be one hell of a bomb, considering Bardis's ring only managed to crack it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and I went full
bomb.
force. I went full force, all charges. Like, I don't feel I'm gonna get much better of a shot at it than what I got then. So, if that's all it did, I mean, it did significant, but if that's all that it did, pretty much going max up on it, I'm not quite sure what.
Maybe you need a
What else
training
will take?
montage.
The training the ring montage.
I'm probably not.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, we can
Try a
certainly
bomb.
let's put in an order for a bomb. So I guess I'm assuming then we'll just you guys would go to the alchemist and basically ask him to make some sort of an explosive device.
The alchemist?
As opposed to what?
Hmm.
He said Filbert.
Filbert Powder Keg.
Yeah, it's in his name.
Like, but it'll have to be a bomb made of completely of like force damage.
I don't know how this compares to the ring that he has. I think it might do well as a. I don't know. We can ask him if he first. Maybe this is a guy named Filbert Powder Keg that can't make a powder keg.
So I'll say that you guys talk to the alchemist, and he offers to work with the enchanter and the blacksmith to try to come up with something that he thinks will create enough boom to help take out that crystal.
Awesome.
Cool.
Now we just need to not be forcibly teleported there before we get that.
There you go. Okay. Oh, and also I updated our Google Doc to include Yola.
Yola! I'm not making a character sheet for Yola.
Yola doesn't need to be have a character sheet. She'll be just like one of those invincible children in Skyrim.
She's too young for adventuring.
That's fair. So is there anything else we want to play through, or we think we're good for tonight?
Uh,
I mean, this
We
has been a pretty
wanna-
whimsical episode, so
It's been very zany.
Yeah, we're gonna be lucky if this thing stays up for a week at this point.
Yeah.
everybody's singing during it. Yeah. I guess we could decide kind of on stream, just because that'll be a fun little teaser. Who was going to DM next, since this is an all DM podcast?
Ooh.
Yeah, we haven't decided who was next yet.
We have not.
I vote Charlie.
I
Yeah,
vote.
we heard from
I vote.
Charlie.
I vote Charlie. Wait, shit.
So
Yes.
let's vote for Charlie, including Charlie.
Last time we went to Charlie's World, we lost a character,
Oh my.
and that was episode 3.
It was.
Yeah. Let's do that again.
I've never
Um,
actually. My character's never actually been to this like deadly world, so I'm actually legitimately curious.
And all
Perhaps
Not
it'll be
dirt.
better.
and sand. Mostly sand.
Perhaps it'll be better with a healer.
I do
No.
believe we shall start in Flux first and make our way there later. But yeah, I'm up. That sounds good. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been thinking about trying to DM again.
Okay.
Yeah, we hadn't heard from you in a while, DM wise. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I've literally been here all session, man.
What?
Wow.
Really? Oh my god, you've been there? Oh! Yeah,
fun.
no, it's cool.
Okay.
look
I feel like
forward to
at
the
some
next
point
time.
one of us should finish our story just to get it out of the way, but whatever.
Nah, no end to any of the stories.
We'll just keep spinning threads until we eventually fold them all up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool. I'll do one, possibly two, and then go finish the story.
Yeah, whenever we get more fans, I wouldn't mind doing like a DM only session and doing like Q&A or something. Would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, like I know that I want to do at least like 3 more, like, well, not so much sessions as dungeons, and then the finale. So like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yours kind of has a time.
yeah, I mean, I have a basic structure, and I have some ideas as to how I'm going to go about it. I know what I want to do in the end. It's just, well, I kind of know what I want to do at the end.
Sure.
It's like I got the bones of it. I just need to add the meat.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I created the bones and the meat, and I'm just letting them run through mine several times. So
You're making
I
a
get it.
stew. Yours is a stew.
it's a stew.
Sister.
Just keep mixing it around. You're getting the same stuff over there.
I don't know where Puck's going with that, or Tony's going with that. All right, cool. Yeah,
Sounds
if we got
good.
nothing else, then I guess we'll call this session. Hopefully it was fun. If you like this, then let us know, and we can do things like this in the future. This was super casual versus our usual, focused.
We are so
instances.
getting sued.
Yeah, maybe unfocused isn't good for this group. But maybe it's more fun, in which
Fine.
case, I mean, we're not charging for it. I don't know how
I'm
anybody
just
can sue
confused
us
on
for
how you're
not
calling our normal sessions focused.
He makes a fair point. He makes a very fair point.
Yeah, he's got me there. I mean, I assume most DMs have some sort of a handhold on the group, but
Yeah, you keep thinking that.
okay.
With our group, it's kind of like trying to grasp water.
Yeah, or wind.
This group's been like, what is it, Charlie? I started playing with you when I was like 16 or 17.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's not age ourselves.
It's like 15 years of playing.
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah,
elf,
playing with-
so I'm an
yeah,
elf, so
play-
that's kind of like, yeah.
You're not an elf in real life.
Yeah, it's a common thing with other podcasts and most groups you hear. It's you plan for as a DM, you plan for A, you plan for B, you draw up that wonderful map, you get all this scene set, you got these NPCs, you know exactly what their lines of dialogue are going to be, you got the description of the area ready, you've got the next steps for what's going to happen ready, you've even got like the back alleys and like the different ways that they can get into wherever you're trying to make them go. And then they are fascinated by like an NPC hanging out by a tree for 3 hours. And you're like, what the hell, dude? He was just a descriptor.
It's like
we have been a little bit more focused because we realize that these are one shots, so we don't go full unfocused.
I don't feel like that you can DM and have a plan. I feel like you have to be able to improvise.
You have to basically you DM and you have an idea.
Yeah.
You have a skeleton and you let the players just build on it.
Yep. It's like getting cats cat beds. They'll be very nice cat beds, but they'll prefer the box.
They'll sleep in the box.
Yeah. Still need experience though. I mean, I think Anoran or Dom and I, we're still working on it.
Yeah, it's buddy. I have fun with it. It's nice to control stuff. You guys did make me. There were a bunch of stuff that I basically thought up on my feet. So
There you go. That's all you can do. All right, so we'll go ahead and call this episode. Yeah, let us know on social media or however, comments on the podcast if you like it.
I actually like the idea of a Q&A when this is done. That sounds like a really fun idea.
Actually,
I'd love to do it. I just want people to want to participate.
We would kind of need some cues for our A's.
Yeah, exactly. That didn't sound wrong at all.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be subtle, but everybody questions, please. We love questions. We'll answer them truthfully and honestly, and you'll never want to ask any more.
Links to the socials are in each of the podcast episodes, but otherwise it's like Infinity's in Gaming on Facebook, Infinity's EG on Twitter, so at Infinity's EG, I guess. I think it's Infinity's in Gaming on Instagram. Yeah, feel free to post questions, whatever, and we'll either hit them back then or we'll gather them up and do an episode of just Q&A, and that could be fun.
Yeah.
Right. Much love, everyone.
All right. Good night, everybody, and don't get sick and die from COVID.
This is supposed to be 3 weeks after, dude.
The kind of corona you want to have is the one where you crack open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah.
Wasn't the meme that came out that the Corona was offering $10 million to rename it to literally anything else, and they would pay $15 million to rename it Bud Light virus?
Something like that. Yeah.
That would have been more appropriate because Bud Light is shit.
All right, let's save our beer opinions for the Q&A.
No, we just got them out.
That's fair. All right, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.